Queen Elizabeth Roman II and Prince Philip enjoyed a remarkable marriage that lasted 73 years, a union that withstood the challenges of a changing world and the responsibilities of royal duty, emerging as one of the most iconic couples in history. They were often seen as having an ideal relationship. However, their children, King Charles Roman III, Prince Andrew, and Princess Anne, have recently shared insights into the more complex aspects of their parents' relationship, shedding light on separations and tensions that intrigued many. The romantic relationship between Elizabeth and Philip began long before they fully understood the significant roles they would play in history. They first met in 1934 at the wedding of Philip's cousin, Princess Marina of Greece, to Elizabeth's uncle, the Duke of Kent. However, it wasn't until 5 years later, when Elizabeth was just 13, that she reportedly became smitten with the charming Philip during a visit to the Royal Naval College in Dartmouth, where he was a cadet. He is said to have impressed the young princess by leaping over tennis nets. Despite the challenges of distance and royal obligations, the two maintained their connection through correspondence. Even at a young age, Philip was known for his sense of humor and candid nature, qualities that Elizabeth found attractive and endearing. However, their relationship faced obstacles. Philip, born into Greek and Danish nobility, had been exiled from Greece during his childhood and grew up largely outside royal circles. Some members of the British royal family and government considered him an unsuitable match for the future queen due to his lack of wealth and stable national affiliations. Nonetheless, Elizabeth remained steadfast, and in 1946 Philip proposed. She accepted, and they became secretly engaged, with a public announcement planned after Elizabeth turned 21. The engagement marked the beginning of a public love story that would make history. The couple married on November 20, 1947, at Westminster Abbey in a grand ceremony that brought post-war joy to Britain. It was the first royal wedding broadcast on television, captivating millions worldwide. Philip renounced his Greek and Danish royal titles, became the Duke of Edinburgh, and adopted the anglicized surname Mountbatten. The wedding symbolized hope and stability for a nation recovering from World War II. Adjusting to his role as royal consort, Philip faced unique challenges. While Elizabeth was accustomed to royal customs and duties, Philip had to navigate his new position. According to palace sources, the early days of their marriage were a blend of happiness and adjustment as Philip adapted to a life increasingly shaped by his wife's future as queen. The couple spent a relatively peaceful period in Malta from 1949 to 1951, where Philip was stationed with the Royal Navy. These years offered a reprieve from royal pressures, allowing them moments of normality filled with dances, dinners, and outings. Everything changed in 1952 when Elizabeth's father, King George VI, passed away and she ascended the throne. This transition significantly altered their relationship dynamics, as Philip struggled to reconcile his ambitions and identity with the undefined role of royal consort. Despite the challenges, their relationship endured, characterized by mutual respect, love, and companionship. However, their strong personalities occasionally clashed. Philip, known for his frankness and aversion to strict protocols, sometimes found himself at odds with the more traditional and reserved Elizabeth. Close associates described heated arguments, but Elizabeth valued his honesty and independence, recognizing his unwillingness to agree with her solely for convenience. Their marriage was not without rumors and controversies. Stories about Philip's alleged infidelities, including a rumored affair with a Russian ballerina in the 1950, persisted over the years, though no concrete evidence ever surfaced. Despite public speculation, those close to the royal family emphasized the deep trust and understanding that underpinned their union, enabling them to navigate even the most scandalous allegations. In later years, Philip sought a quieter life. In 2017, at the age of 96, he retired from public duties and moved to Wood Farm on the Sandringham estate. This decision was seen as a natural progression in their relationship, reflecting an understanding of their individual needs. While rumors suggested tensions with royal staff and security measures influenced his move, family members, including Princess Anne, described it as a personal choice aligned with Philip's desire for a simpler life. During the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, the couple reunited at Windsor Castle, spending precious time together in the final chapter of their lives. For their children, this period offered a rare glimpse of their parents as a couple rather than public figures. Philip's passing in 2021 marked the end of an era, leaving behind a legacy of dedication, love, and commitment. Despite their occasional differences and the scrutiny of their lives, Elizabeth and Philip's partnership remains an enduring example of resilience and devotion, both to each other and to the monarchy they served. Elizabeth and Philip shared a bond characterized by its longevity and the balance they struck between duty and affection. Their 73-year marriage stood as a testament to commitment, mutual respect, and deep love, even during challenging times. Through the eyes of their children, such as King Charles and Princess Anne, a portrait emerges of two individuals who, though imperfect, managed to maintain a lasting relationship that overcame numerous obstacles. Charles, in particular, has spoken about the influence his parents had on his life and leadership approach. For him, the resilience and dedication exemplified by Elizabeth and Philip were invaluable lessons in balancing personal and public responsibilities. Although Philip's later years were marked by his decision to live separately from the Queen, this choice was viewed by the family as a reflection of his independent spirit and desire for tranquility in his final years. For Queen Elizabeth, allowing Philip to follow this path was an act of respect, demonstrating the depth of their relationship. During their final years together, particularly during the pandemic lockdowns, Elizabeth and Philip had the opportunity to reconnect and reflect on a shared life filled with moments of joy, challenges, and historic achievements. When Philip passed away in April 2021, he left a void not only within the royal family but also in the nation. His death marked the end of an era, highlighting his contributions to the monarchy and the impact he had on those who knew him. For Elizabeth, the loss of her lifelong companion was profoundly felt, yet she continued to fulfill her royal duties with unwavering dedication. The legacy of Elizabeth and Philip lives on in their children, grandchildren, and the stories told about them. Beyond tensions and rumors, their relationship remains an example of how love, respect, and commitment can endure even the most difficult trials. Their story is one of love, sacrifice, and dedication. Over the years, they faced the demands of royal life and the pressures of public attention, maintaining a bond that withstood the test of time. Despite the challenges, their relationship remains an integral part of the history of the British monarchy and a reminder of the complexity and humanity behind public figures. What are your thoughts on the couple's controversial separation and the challenges Elizabeth and Philip faced? Share your comments below.